Together it says,
Hello everyone, it's another great day to be a cougar. Welcome to this edition of How to Be a Roar Model. For this video, I want to talk to you about what might be our most important Roar Model poster that we have, and we have a lot of them. It's the Always poster. Our posters usually have to do with specific things like how to be a Roar Model in your classroom, or on the bus, or in the hallways, but there are many things that Roar Models do always. Today, I want to focus on what I think is possibly the most important of all the important things on the Always poster. You might know what it is because I like to say it a lot. It is do the right thing, even if you don't think somebody is watching. Every human gets the opportunity to make lots of choices throughout the day. Do you know how many choices we make in a day? We make 5 choices a day? We make 10 choices a day? We make 100 choices a day? 100's a lot of choices. I did a little research. Psychology Today suggests that an average adult, and kids make a lot of choices too, an average adult makes 35,000 choices in a day. 35,000 choices. Kids make a lot of choices too. Maybe not 35,000, but I bet kids make thousands and thousands of choices a day too. That's a lot of choices. When making choices, sometimes we make choices that people see. Sometimes we have help making choices, and sometimes we have to make our own choices. Sometimes we'll even make choices that other people don't see. This gives us the opportunity to make the right choice, but it also gives us the opportunity to, you guessed it, make the wrong choice. Watch some of our school leaders, our 5th graders, demonstrate areas around our school and listen to their thought processes as they choose to do the right thing, even though they might not have anyone watching them. Check it out. Our first scene is a very common one. You always have the choice about how much effort you put into something. Watch this student as he contemplates how much effort he's going to put into this particular assignment.
I don't really feel like doing this, but I know I can do it. My teacher isn't looking at me right now. Should I try hard and do my best, or should I just barely do it enough? I want to be proud of all of my work. The right thing to do is to try my hardest even if my teacher isn't watching.
Every school has lots of cool stuff hung up in the hallways. There's student artwork and posters, and we all have a choice every day. Should we touch that artwork or those posters, or should we leave our hands to ourselves?
Walking in the hallway is boring. Oh, here is some cool artwork. I think I'm going to just quickly touch each piece of artwork as I walk by. There isn't an adult watching me right now, so I could do it. Wait, think about it. If I touch this, it might get damaged. I want this artwork to stay in the hallway because it looks cool. And if it were mine, I'd get disappointed if somebody touched mine and messed it up. I'm not ever going to touch artwork in the hallway, even if there isn't an adult watching me.
Now here's a choice we all face in the mornings or at night as we pack our bags for school. Pretend this student is at home. He's facing the choice of, do I bring something that I know I shouldn't be bringing to school with me? Or do I leave that thing at home?
I know my parents don't want me to bring my tablet to school, but they're not watching me right now. I really want to have my tablet to show my friends at school. Let's think about this. My parents don't want me to bring this. Just like Mr. Phillips says, we shouldn't bring toys or things like Pokemon cards to school. I'm not going to bring my tablet because I know it's the right thing to do, even though nobody is watching me right now.
Often during the school day, we're able to walk in the hallways. Sometimes it's part of your classroom line, but other times you're going to need to be in the hallway by yourself. This student is facing the choice: do I walk in the hallway even though nobody's watching, or do I do something else?
I have the permission from my teacher to get a drink. Ooh, there's nobody in the hallway. I have the choice of walking, like I know I should, or I could run. I'm really thirsty. Think about it. I know the right thing to do is to stay under control. So even though I don't think anyone is watching me right now, I'm going to walk to get a drink and then walk back to my class.
It's the end of recess and time to go inside. You know that we have lots of playground balls outside. We all have the choice every day. Should I pick up the recess balls and bring them inside, or should I leave them out in the field?
Oh man, everyone left when the whistle blew, and there are 2 recess balls right by me. There isn't a teacher giving me the directions of picking them up. I could leave them here, and it really wouldn't hurt anything. Or I could bring them in. I know I can carry 2 at once. Even though nobody is telling me to pick them up, I'm going to do it because it's the right thing to do, even though there might not be anyone watching.
Have you ever used the bathroom either at school or some other public place and noticed that someone might have written something, usually bad words, on the wall? That's called vandalizing. And we have a choice. We could do that even though we know it's not the right thing to do. Check this student out. He brought a pen with him into the bathroom. He may not have remembered that he even had it with him. He's got a choice to make.
I'm all done using the bathroom. Ooh, I brought a pen with me. It might be funny to write a bad word on the wall. There isn't an adult watching me, so I don't think I'd get caught. I know it's not the right thing to do, but it would be funny. Nah, I'm not that kind of kid, and someone would have to clean it up. I'm not going to do anything that I know I shouldn't do.
Here's another common scene. This student has a choice. There may not be somebody watching, but should I be touching the people around me when I'm in line or in other places in school?
It would be funny if I took his hat off his head. I don't think he'd care. And there isn't an adult watching me right now. My friends would probably laugh really hard. Let's think about this. I've seen other kids get annoyed when they were touched when they didn't want to be. I don't want to annoy anyone. Even though there may not be someone watching me right now, I'm not going to touch him.
Now here's a scenario we face lots of times every day. Sometimes it's in our classroom, sometimes it's in the cafeteria. This student dropped a little piece of paper on the floor while she was working. I wonder what she's going to decide to do.
I'm working hard on my math right now. Whoops, I just dropped a piece of paper on the floor. I didn't do it on purpose. Nobody is telling me to pick it up. It doesn't hurt anything by being there. The paper on the floor is mine. I dropped it. The right thing to do is to pick it up and throw it away. I want our school to look nice and clean for everyone.
Here's another choice we're faced often throughout the day. There might be things that we want to use or take when we know someone isn't looking. Is that the right thing to do?
I really want to use my teacher's Sharpie marker. I need it. It's at her desk, and I know she has told us that we should ask for permission before we take anything, but she's not watching. Should I just take it, or should I ask? Miss Fuller, can I use a Sharpie?
Sure, thank you for asking.
This one is very important. Some of us know some words that might be bad words that other kids might not know, or they might know, and they might think it's funny if we use them. This student has a choice to make. Should I use bad words, or should I make sure I use school-appropriate language?
I really like talking to my friends, and I love it when I make them laugh. I can make them laugh by using bad language, and I know my teacher won't hear me, so I won't get in trouble. I know better, and I know that if my teacher or my parents knew that I used bad language, they'd be disappointed in me. Plus, my friends' families probably wouldn't appreciate them hearing bad words. I'm going to stick with good words.
Well, there you have it. What'd you think? Those are just some of the thousands of choices that we make in a day. I wonder if you can talk with your class and with your teacher about some other areas that you, in your class or on our playground or in the cafeteria, where you need to make the decision to do the right thing, even if you don't think somebody is watching. Until next time, everybody, remember, everybody can and will be a role model and do the right thing, even if you don't think someone is watching. See you next time.
We can all be wrong.